Our Rolex pole predictor sits on board Battle of Brazil, but can they get on the foils from here? We know these new light air foils get them up and foiling well, but Burling is going all the way around the outside on the black foils. He's looking to line it up. We're looking for that line to turn white, and now it's all about timing. How's your timing, Peter Burling?
Very nice start, guys.
This is the umpire's early start penalty, Australia and USA.
Oh, the black foils!
Gone.
What a start from Burling. He is gone down the road on board that boat. He lined it up 20 seconds out and he nailed it.
It is all black foils. Peter Burling and company, they are checking out and get the whole shot.
I think as well, nice work by Rockwool Denmark, stayed calm, got the boat foiling, as does two for Emirates GBR, and I think the first three boats could really stretch away here.
This is the umpires. USA, you've been disqualified for barging at the windward end of the line.
Oh, black flag.
Black flag for the Stars and Stripes.
Bottom of the screen there, they're trying to sneak in between the mark and the Danish boat, but the Danish have the right of way. Denmark has to avoid a collision to let the Americans in, and that was deemed to be too reckless, too aggressive, endangering the boats, and that was a black flag penalty on the United States.
Winning moment going the way of the black foils as New Zealand strikes first in Geneva, and they will take the first victory of the day with 3 more races still to come, but not sure what Mother Nature's going to give. So Stevie, you got to strike while you can, and that's exactly what Peter Burling and the company did. The Kiwis win race 1 in Geneva.
Rockwool Denmark bring it across in second place.
Dylan Fletcher and Emirates GBR will claim 3rd place.
Let's go right up to the boundary here.
Rockwool Denmark and the United States are hustling at the top of the line. I'm not sure there'll be room for Rockwool Denmark here. Keep your eyes on the Danish. They're going to force it in. Is this going to be a role reversal or is it clear? I think Rockwool Denmark's just got round the front of the US team. Oh, that was brave by Serhested. But if he can get foiling, and he is foiling, Rockwool Denmark are going to blast over the fleet from here. Can they get round the Bond's flying ruse?
Has the confidence and has the steely conviction to make it happen, and it will be Nikolai Serhested, the Flying Vikings, up and foiling as they approach mark number 1.
He said 1 and in there, Todd. It looks like pretty good breeze straight in front of him. So Rockwool Denmark are going to extend away, I think. It's about 5 wide for the middle of the pack.
Let's go all the way.
Lisa, is there any more breeze where the Australians are hoping for? How glidey are these new foils?
8 seconds.
They definitely have said that the foils are way more glidey. I think what we're seeing is actually on the shore where the grandstand is, it looks like there's really good pressure. So where Emirates Great Britain and Los Galos are heading. But because Australia had that really nice manoeuvre and they wanted to be able to pop on that bearaway, that was an excellent execution. And that they seem to have nailed this next foiling manoeuvre, so they'll come out strong here.
It's soft through here.
It is the Bond's Flying Ruse that will strike, and they will get a victory in race number 2 here at the Rolex Switzerland Sail Grand Prix Geneva. Tom Slingsby and company, the Emirates winning moment goes the way to the Australian.
3, 2, 1, locked.
Switzerland will get 2nd place and a big performance for the home team. So coming to the line is Emirates GBR, the winners of the last event in Saint-Tropez, as they squeeze across for 3 points. Of course, they finished in 3rd in the first race, so 3 and 3 back-to-back. But it's the Australians, the Bond's Flying Ruse, that get the win. Swiss 2nd, British 3rd.
All about finding a gap for the black foils, all about acceleration for the Danish, for the Spanish and for the Germans. I think the black foils are going to be too late. Emirates GBR are up and foiling potentially at the bottom of the line as well. The black foils, can they poke through and stay on the foils?
Here we go at mark number 1, and they do it NASCAR style. 3 wide as they come around.
It's the French, they've gone so fast on that first leg, Todd. They need a good result here, France, because they're well back in the mid-fleet, but it's brilliant from the French. Another consistent one from Emirates GBR in Canada, another team in need of a big result.
of Quentin Delapierre and team coming up to the finish line here slowly, but they have a massive lead. And the Emirates winning moment in race number 3 at the Rolex Switzerland Sail Grand Prix Geneva goes the way of the French. After a dominant performance in Sassnitz, they come back here in Lake Geneva and put on a great show in the 3rd race of the day. Well done, Giles Scott, as he brings across North Star Canada. They will officially finish in 2nd place. And now the battle is on. Who is going to find any kind of breeze? Because right now it is a drift fest.
Australia seem to be really leading it. They're using the board that normally would be stowed up in the boat to minimise drag. They're pushing that down to lift the hull up. Definitely a new technique that we're seeing with these T-foils here. Australia really going well with it, and what a result that is to get a 3rd there.
Rolling up here.
So finishing in a podium position on the day, the Bons Flying Roos wrap up their day with a 3rd place just behind France and North Star Canada. So a master class there by Tom Slingsby, as Stevie pointed out. They somehow salvaged dead last positions at mark number 1 and turned them into top 5 positions.
Rottwell, Denmark well positioned to get a good bit of acceleration here. It's now all about execution for the 3 sailors on board the boat. Rolex pole predictor sits on the Spanish, but can they execute from here? The bows turn to turn and burn on New Zealand as the line goes white. Australia have missed the start at the top end here, shut out by the Spanish. Germany are going to be up and foiling. Rottwell are up and foiling, and expect the black foils to charge in on a faster angle to mark 1.
Nothing, rest.
So the battle to get up on the foils is on as they approach mark number 1. This is race number 4 of the Rolex Switzerland Sail Grand Prix Geneva, and it is Germany Deutsche Bank that are out in front and foiling.
Beautiful start by the Germans, sailing silky smooth. The Italians look smooth as well up on the foils. Tricky balancing act. We've got the high-speed rudders on here today, so a lot of lift at the front of the boat, less at the back. Manoeuvres will be very, very difficult. Can Germany keep it smooth? We're going to get to look back at the start here, Todd, and obviously my eyes were distracted to the bottom of the line, but we see Australia top of the line here, and they're trying to find a way in, but no, Spain just rotate the boat. There's no room for Australia to dive in there between Spain, so Slingsby, bit of maturity there, decided to bail out and fight the race later on.
Yeah, it's a bit of a change around from yesterday where Emirates GBR and the Bons Flying Roos was so consistent in getting to that mark 1 really nicely, so they're going to have a lot of catching up to do.
See the Oracle Cloud here giving us the live speeds, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and see huge differences. Germany 30 kilometres an hour nearly, Italy under 20, and they're the first 2 boats. I think it's going to be that kind of day out here today. You could end up well back in the fleet, but if you can find a gust of wind, here you go, Stu Biffle. He's feeling pretty cocky and confident on board that German boat at the moment. See you later to the rest of the fleet, but can they keep picking it together? If you fall into no wind, as Eric's talking about there, this race can turn on its head very, very quickly.
And the Emirates winning moment, the first one on Super Sunday, will go the way of Germany Deutsche Bank and their driver, Eric Kostgarten-Heil. It's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 4-time NACRA world champion, Red Bull Italy, Ruggero Tita. He brings the boat across, so they officially finish in 2nd place, and we are 4 minutes away from race termination. So the race is on. Get yourself an extra position if you can, and that's exactly what Pete Burley and the Black Foils are doing as they move into 4th ahead of USA SailGP.
Rottwell have done a nice job. They're going to bring it across the finish line in 3rd. United States, well, they will be well set for 4th, and it's going to be a place lost on this downwind leg for the Black Foils, and it's a day where you can't afford to lose many places, because I think that means it will put Rottwell, Denmark at 1 point ahead of them before, we hope, a 5th qualifying race for all the fleet out here on the water in Geneva. It's all going to be about what breeze comes towards the line now. Execution, execution, execution. The black foils turn towards the line. We're looking for the line to turn white. Who's got their timing right? Oh, they're all behind the lines, and the black foils have got a great start out the middle, as of the USA. It's now a game of acceleration. Emirates, Great Britain are on the back foot. It's going to require a huge comeback from them to get back in this race.
And on the gradual approach to mark number 1 here in race number 5, the final fleet race of the day, it looks like Spain is going to have the position.
I think Spain are going to be on the inside, and this could be the race to keep their season alive, because they're sat pretty well back on the rankings here in Geneva. But if they can get a win, Rottwell Denmark are out the back. Emirates Great Britain are out the back. The Black Foils are not in good shape either. This could be huge. Germany Deutsche Bank as well. They could make the final here. If things stay as they are at Mark 1, this race for the final is going to be so interesting. British boat looking to accelerate. Spain are going to get the win here, Todd. Germany second, Switzerland third, and I think that could well be our top 3 boats for the final.
And there you go. The race to the final is on. The Bonsflying Rouge on 34 points. Germany, Deutsche Bank would be second, and Switzerland would get in their third, just getting ahead of Emirates GBR.
Switzerland, what a result for the hometown team there. Second, they're into the final.
About the USA, they could possibly be looking at a third if they can get ahead of Germany here. That would give them a 3 and a 4 on Super Sunday.
Yeah, they love these light conditions on the German boat. There's no doubt about that. That's where we saw the really perform in Event 1. Dive for the finish.
And it'll be Germany Deutsche Bank that edges out US SailGP. So the Americans go 4 and 4 on Super Sunday. Good performance for them.
Rolex pole predictor sits on board Slingsby and the Bonsflying Rouge. Middle of the line's the favoured place to be, but it's all about execution and timing from here. Australia's off the foils. Germany, Deutsche Bank are foiling fast. Go for the line now. It's go, go, go. No space at the top for the Swiss. Could be a protest at the top of the line there.
Umpires, early start penalty, Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland tried to force him. That's opened the door for Germany, Deutsche Bank. Eric Heil will lead at Mark 1. Massive lead for the Germans.
And for those broadcasters that need to leave us, you can get all the results on the SailGP social channels, as well as full coverage of this finale between the Swiss, Germany Deutsche Bank, and the Bonsflying Rouge, as it is all on here in Lake Geneva at the Rolex Switzerland Sail Grand Prix. Here we go. It is Germany Deutsche Bank out in front at mark number 1. They are the Rolex sprint leaders. Switzerland trying to get back into the fight, and it is the Bonsflying Rouge who will walk away with the 10 valuable season points. We are about to find out, but Mother Nature has filled in nicely. So for those of you leaving us, check on the internet. You'll get all the final results for Stevie Morrison, Hannah Diamond, Lisa Darmanin. I'm Todd Harris. The racing continues on here in Geneva. Who is going to walk away with the big title?
Can Germany get back up on the foils? Look at the live speeds from the Oracle Cloud. 6 times as fast on the Australian boat as they are on the German boat. If the Australians can stay foiling, this distance will come down in the blink of an eye. But will the German team be able to get up and foiling again?
100 meters to go here, and it will be official, and it will be a first. Welcome to the winner's circle. The Emirates winning moment goes to the first-time winners at SailGP. Germany, take a bow.
Get in there! Get in there!
Only 3 athletes on board, Stevie, but that's all they needed.
Oh, they'll be celebrating in Germany, though, won't they? We know what a big fan base SailGP's got over in Germany, and there'll be huge celebration. Eric Heil, a little bit of emotion there. Nice to see. What a result for the Germans. It's been coming. They've been knocking on the door since Sassnitz. Great result for the Australians. Yeah, a bit gutting for them, I'm sure. They just didn't get the start they needed.
Well, the one thing that might put a smile on the face of Tom Slingsby is that the Kiwis didn't make it into the final. So they're going to pick up some points in the overall on the black foils, as the Aussies do make it into the final. So they will pick up the 9 points on the season, and a great run for Switzerland and Sebastian. They just did a great job, Stevie, across the weekend. They
did a fantastic job. I mean, they got a bit out of shape in that pre-start. They perhaps had a better shot at it than they had executed. So they'll be disappointed. They ended up forcing in front of the fans. But yeah, they're going to be happy with the top 3.
Very good time for the team to get some success. They were working all really hard, and really cool, really cool.
Germany, Bonsflying Rouge, and Switzerland, your top 3. Emirates GBR, they'll pick up 7 points. Los Gallos get the 6. Rockwell Racing, Stevie, to your point, unfortunate for Le Bleu and the Black Quills in New Zealand, only picking up those 3 points. Tough going for North Star. USA SailGP picked up 2 good 4th place on Super Sunday, and then Red Bull Italy, a terrible day for Mobile Brazil with damage to their boat before the racing even got underway. So we add those points to the overall 10 events complete with 2 more to go. It is the Bonsflying Rouge that have now surged back into the lead by 1 point, clear of Emirates GBR, and the Black Foils holding on to that 3rd and final position. Now all attention is turned to Cadiz and Spain. Los Gallos, they will look to get a big win on their home waters. Le Bleu on the outside looking in as they drop back to 56 points. So now what we talked about was 5 teams battling for 3 spots. It's now really 4 teams battling for 3 spots.